So like I said last week, guys, this year is a year solely dedicated to progress, to seeing results, right? Actions lead to results, okay? So I want you guys to be focused on your investments, right? Your business, your income, okay? Growing that income, using that income in an intelligent way, investing it into a multitude of different investments, different markets, okay? That is your game plan for this year and obviously for the years to come, right? That is what's going to lead to financial freedom. All those things add up and they pay off, okay? You don't get jacked by going to the gym one day. You got to go every day for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years plus, okay? Same thing goes for investing. It's not like you buy a couple of cryptos and all of a sudden you're a millionaire. No, you need to be consistently growing that portfolio, like I've been saying for the longest time now. Consistently growing that portfolio, and then over years is when you will really reap the benefits. Now, a lot of you guys are worked up about how, things were supposed to really take off in December, November, December, around last year, right now being 2022. You guys need to understand how you play the market, okay? So when you invest into a market like the stock market, okay, just general recommendations is to have your portfolio, build it up, the right companies, a good mix of large cap, mid cap, and small cap, and then you want to consistently grow that portfolio over years and years and years to come, right? The general recommendation is to not try and trade it. Don't try and buy, just keep building, and that will naturally grow because of the natural flow of the stock market. It'll grow over years and years to come, okay? You'll be beating inflation. You'll be beating the returns that you'll get in a savings account or anything else like that. The same strategy is what we apply to crypto, okay? But here's the thing, crypto has what's known as market cycles, okay? So like I've told you guys plenty of times, I just really want to get this point across to you guys, okay? Because a lot of you guys still aren't understanding what's quite going on, okay? So we apply that same strategy to crypto, okay? Like I was talking about the main strategy with the stock market, but we try and play the market cycle. So we have a general idea of when the market is going to have a strong move to the upside and when it's going to have a strong move to the downside. So obviously, if we are aware of those market cycles, it's stupid to not play along with them. So when things are taking off and everything's really going like crazy in the market, good time to sell, take some profits. And then knowing when the time that everything's going to dump comes, right? Obviously being out of your positions and being ready to be cash heavy, ready to buy back in when the market has its low, okay? Now that same play is done in every market you can think of, right? There's people that their game is gold, right? They buy and sell gold, silver, different precious metals, okay? They understand those market cycles and they play that market to a T, right? But all of that knowledge comes from experience. So you can't expect to hop into crypto in your first year and be able to play the bull cycle, sell at the top and buy back at the bottom every single time we have a swing, because it's unrealistic. You need the years of experience to be able to play it the right way. Look at me. I've been in this stuff for what, 6 years now? 7 years now. The 7 years gonna be 7's gonna be this year. So coming up on 7 years of being in the crypto. And there's still, I know when there's times to buy and when there isn't times to be buying, right? I know when there's times to be selling, when there isn't times to be selling. Did I sell at the previous top? Maybe a couple here and there, but not like a whole portfolio or anything like that, right? I still think that time is to come. I still think we have more upside. Sure, we're a little bit, sideways right now, but there's still better price action, better times to come in the near future, in my opinion, okay? So, people that have been investing in the stock market for the longest time, right? They know when their time to sell comes and they make those movements accordingly. There's people that play the real estate market, right? Think about it. They dive themselves into the real estate market. They play it for years, buying all types of different properties, right? Real estate, commercial, residential, apartment buildings, triplexes, duplexes, etc., right? When certain people, right, because not everyone knows about market cycles, but certain high net worth individuals, right, they have information, they know when the market is going to have a turn to the downside. So they exit their positions, they sell the majority of their real estate, not all of it, but the majority, let's say 75%, right? And then they're sitting cash heavy, ready for when that market has its move to the downside. And it's not like they sold 1 month and then 2 months later they bought back in. No, they sold like in 2019 and they're going to buy back in like in 2024. See what I mean? It's not like a 1 month to another thing. It's a years. It takes years for these market cycles to play out, okay? And it's not always easy to nail it right on the head, right? So you use risk management to basically map out your psychology when it comes to your moves within the markets to best be able to adapt to your strategy. Hopefully that made sense. So when you have your experience, you know when you need to make certain moves, and then you make those moves. I talk about that concept very, very often. Like every single video I mention that, what I just explained, okay? And hopefully it's really getting across to you guys. I don't want to keep talking about the same strategy there, okay? So now that we have that set, we're moving into a new world, okay? Completely new world, all right? Metaverse, NFTs, all right? These are things that you want to be informed about, and you want to also have some of these things in your portfolio, okay? If you don't have an excess amount of money to just be throwing around, your move, your strategy right now is research, learn, acquire information on your free time. Don't spend it watching movies or watching TV shows. Spend it learning more about NFTs, the metaverse, and all these things that are coming, okay? Why? Because that's going to benefit you for your future. That's going to add to our focus for this year, which is financial freedom, okay? Our focus for this year is financial freedom, but it's not going to be necessarily achieved this year. A lot of you guys are going to achieve it because you've been in this, move for a while. You've been working at this for years now, but a lot of you guys are just starting off, right? Your entrepreneurial career, or you want to get out of that rat race, that 9 to 5, or whatever you're doing, man. I salute to you that you're making certain moves and you're making decisions for your life. Awesome. But there's a way to do it the right way, and it's to learn from the mistakes of others. Don't just go head first and take all the hits if you don't need to. Read books, acquire information, learn knowledge. My boy Juwan, shout out to my boy Juwan. One of his main focuses is knowledge this year. He's one of my patrons. One of his main focuses is knowledge this year, okay? Knowledge, like learning more about what it is that you're investing into, what it is that you're putting your money towards, okay? So a lot of you guys probably already have your crypto portfolio set up. You're adding to it. That is awesome. That's perfect. Cool. Set that to a side. There are new coins to invest into. It's not like every week or every month, right? Every once in a while, there's a little move you can make here and there, but it's not something that you need to be like necessarily really active in if you're not a trader. Obviously, that's a different story, okay? But we're moving into a world where NFTs is something you really need to look into, okay? Are there going to be market cycles with NFTs? Yes. So are the NFT market cycles going to coincide with the crypto market cycles? That is something that we still need to learn about. It's something that we still need to find out, right? We need to have more time with the NFT market, okay? But we are at a point where you need to start learning about these things early, now that we're still really early with this, okay? For you to be able to reap the maximum benefits, okay? The earlier you are, the better. But just learn, acquire information as much as you can, okay? So you've got your crypto portfolio built up. You're learning about NFTs, awesome. You get a couple NFTs, maybe some that provide passive income, which is what I'm really looking at, awesome. And then you venture out into other markets, real estate, precious metals. I'm not a big fan of the stock market. If you're gonna put anything in the stock market, I would just say put it in crypto, but even the stock market, right? A lot of different markets, and with this metaverse world that we're getting into, there's going to be a lot more opportunities to invest, to make a lot of money, and I'm going to be on top of it as much as I can to provide that information and that content to you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like on the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel with your post notifications turned on. If you want to have one-on-one mentorship with me, you can sign up through the Patreon link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.